Alright, hi guys, my name is Freddie and I'm here to show you my generative device which I've spent the past 3 months trying to improve and make better, and I'm hoping you guys can help me with this. I'm quite new to Macs, I've only started in January, so literally any comments on the device would be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, I'll just explain how it essentially works. It's a MIDI device, so yeah, whack an instrument after it. I've gone for a piano just to demonstrate the functions of the device a bit more clearly, but it works well with anything from like drums to like bass lines, synths, yeah, whatever. It's quite flexible. So it's based on probability, so you can store up to 16 different pieces of note data into each slot. Okay, so you can either click and step sequence as you go, or you can hit play on the live transport, which will cycle through, stick the metronome on so you can sort of feel where you are in the bar, because that's quite important in creating something that sounds, you know, alright. Otherwise you can get quite messy sounding patterns generated. So I'm just going to jam some stuff in. So we've given it a few options there. You can see there's data stored in 1, 2, 6, 8, 10. So you've got the number of different notes or chords stored, and the one we are currently on, if that makes sense. I haven't quite worked out a way to make it entirely coherent. Basically this number here is going from 0 to 15 because 0 is included in the count, and this one below is going from 1 to 16 to sort of show when there's 16 pieces of data stored. So if anyone's got a better solution, please crack open the code and have a look. It might be a bit confusing because I'm a newbie, but yeah, any better solutions would be greatly appreciated. So anyway, it stores up to 16, and once you get to 16 it will start overwriting the previous step. So now step 5 is going to have step 4, the one previous, is going to be overwritten with what I just put in, and then step 8 will be overwritten. It's telling us we're on step 9, so when I put that in, the old step 9 will be replaced with the new one I just bashed in, if that makes sense. So the machine can only play back what you put in, so it requires that you play in key or use a scale function or whatever to make sure that everything's tonal or not, depending on what you want. So it does provide a lot of room for flexibility in terms of you can put anything into it and it will generate random variations on those. So let's have a go at actually making something quite worthwhile. So I'm going to hit play, and that's on the live transport, that's going to cycle through. And let's see. Okay, so that's given us a basic amount of note data to put in. Not bad. So you can actually record while you're generating as well. So you'll hear those come into the cycle there because they're on different steps. It's quite self-similar at the moment because obviously there's not a great amount of different options for it to go to on each step, but as I play more in, it will become more varied. You hear? Okay, so at the moment it's sounding a bit sort of staccato-y because I'm kind of just concentrating on getting it in there quick. So you can see, so that was the record window, so this one is the edit. So you can play around with the velocity, the duration, and the chance of the actual notes playing as well. And also, sorry, the selection algorithm or whatever. At the moment, I'm drunk, which will produce more self-similar melodies. If you're aware of the drunk object in Max, it goes up one or down one, and that's working for each step as such. So the pitch is stored in one. It can either go up to the one above. The one like stored above, not the actual pitch above it. It's only what is actually stored in the slot. If that makes sense. Or it can go down. Whereas random will be more variation. It will be like the step can choose between any of the pitches or chords stored in the slot. Pretty much total random, so you get more varied stuff, if that makes sense. Here you've got your rest probability, so at 100, number 1 will never play, at 50 it'll play half the time, etc. You've got your duration, so at the moment I've got it on average duration, which means that so all the notes that I played in number 1 will be averaged in terms of length. It's telling me that the average of all of them that I played is 402.71 milliseconds. If I don't like this, I can change it by clicking fix, and yeah. Okay, so that's that, and you've got velocity range, so if I whack it up to full, it's obviously a lot louder. If it's quiet, yeah, you hardly heard it that time. There's maybe a little bit of lag there, but yeah, that's what it does. And so here you've got your master controls for all of the functions there. You see, velocity, just quick, and rest, just quickly change for all of them there. Okay, you've got a audition function for each step, and you've also got a mangle button, which will just mess everything up basically, which is yeah, cool if you want to just change everything. I have to say it's probably better to focus on one particular aspect, so you can choose velocity, duration, rest, and groove to just go bam, 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 try something different. You hear me? So yeah, that can be done. Cool. So yeah, that pretty much covers record and edit. So remember, you're storing 16 pitches in each step, and during playback it's choosing between them using either the drunk or random algorithms. So let's have a look at one of the more powerful functions. So once we've got a few sequences going on, we can go to replay mode. So this is storing our previous sequences up to 100, then it starts over again. And what you can do, so you can hear now, it's replaying sequence number 75 over and over again. You can add you see you've got like a larger phrase built up of 2 generated sequences, and I can do 3. Yeah, you can go to 4 and remember that the rest probabilities, velocity and stuff all work on the master output, so you can also apply rests to the replay and velocity to the replay and groove to the replay. Everything can be applied to it. Yeah, so yeah, it just works on the master output. The only thing that's stored in the replay mode is the pitches that were generated. The rest is all up to you, if that makes sense. You can also turn it off and on. So when you turn it on, it will stop recording new cycles, and when it's off, it will start again. So you see the cycle went up from, I think 76 it was, up to 81. So now we've got more cycles to choose from, so I can go up to 81 here. I'm going to add 80 on the last ones we added. Actually, I like that 80, so I'm going to go, maybe 78 was quite good as well. Remember, our rest is still working on that as well. So if we want to hear it exactly as it was generated, we've got to have the rest down to 0. Maybe the velocity needs to come down a little bit. And turn the replay off. And if we want to delete a slot or whatever, just go bam, bam, bam. Right. That's quite nice. So yeah, I think I've given you an idea of how the product works. If you've got any questions about it or any suggestions for me to add or improve, then please, send them over. It's for my uni dissertation, so the more feedback I can get from you guys, the better I can do on it. So I hope this helps, and let me know what you think. Cheers.